Dr. Bass. Welcome back to my channel where lessons lead to sound impressions. Class is now in session. So in episode 4, I discussed all the scales that could be played in half position. Regrettably, I left out 2 of them, and I'm going to demo those 2 scales right now. Those 2 scales are E harmonic minor and A harmonic minor. So the first one is E harmonic minor. Open, 2, 4, open, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, open, 4, 2, open. The next scale, as I said before, will be A harmonic minor, which incidentally is the same fingering as E harmonic minor. So, now we have taken care of all of our half position scales, and that just opens us up to all of these scales you can play in first position. But wait, how do we get from half position to first position? Simply, first finger goes where second finger was. I'll say it again. First finger goes where second finger was. Or you can do it this way. Second finger goes where fourth finger was. Again. Second finger goes where fourth finger was. Now just a word about spacing as we get closer and closer to the bridge and further from the nut. As we get closer to the bridge, the spacing between our fingers must decrease. If that does not happen, then we will find that our notes as we go closer and closer to the bridge will be very much out of tune. Either flat or sharp by a great deal. I like to liken it to this little saying. The lower the pitch, the further its neighboring pitches are to it. And the converse is also true. The higher the pitch, the closer its neighboring pitches are to it. Now, as far as neighboring positions are concerned, let's say first position and half position. The difference in the space between our fingers may not be stark, but it is enough of a difference to make a difference in your pitch. And what's going to happen as we go on and explore the other positions, as we go closer and closer to the bridge, you're going to see that play out. But before we get into anything else, I would like you to watch a short informational about distance and pitch.
What you're looking at is a side view of a typical woodwind key. I won't go into depth of anatomy like I've done in my other videos, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse at what we're going to be looking at. This is one of the reasons why the saxophone is not just a wonderful sounding instrument, but a beautiful looking one as well. At this point, Pay no attention to the gorgeous golden tones that is the body of this tenor sax. Instead, I'd like to draw your attention to the beautiful round silver keys that we have a top view of. 5 on the main body or left side of the picture that are smaller and closer to one another, and 2 larger ones that are further from one another just below the instrument's bell or the right side of this picture, with 1 very restricted key at the bottom right. In this picture, we have on the left and resting on a wheeled stand, a giant sub-contrabass saxophone. Standing right next to it on the floor, we have a soprano saxophone. You can plainly see how large and far apart the keys are on the larger instrument, and how small and close together the keys are on the smaller one. Remember, the higher the pitch, the closer its neighboring pitches are to it. The opposite is also true. The lower the pitch, the further its neighboring pitches are to it.
All right, so here we go with our first position scales, okay? We're going to start from lowest, working our way up, okay? So the first scale will be E natural minor, E natural minor. Next scale will be F sharp natural minor, followed by F sharp harmonic minor. Now for our harmonic form, F sharp harmonic minor. Going on to G major, G major. I love these sympathetic vibrations. Next, A natural minor, followed by B natural minor. First, A natural minor. natural minor. The next one would be B harmonic minor. B harmonic minor. Wait a second. Two of these scales we've done before. What happened? And I would say, you would be right. Yes, we did do two of these scales in half position. Okay, we did E natural minor in half position and A natural minor in half position. We can also do it in first position, okay? To demonstrate that, E natural minor in half position. Now, E natural minor in first position. Same sounds. Again, A natural minor in half position. Now A natural minor in first position. So we have two scales that can be played in two different positions. Same string, but different fingering. That sounds like something very familiar in the English language. Something called a homophone. A homophone in English is two or more words that sound the same, but they are spelled differently and they have a different meaning. So with these scales here, you can consider these scales to be a homophone. They have the same sound, okay? But they're played with different fingering and they're played in a different position. Okay? Little English for you. Just a little English for you. Okay? So, now that we've gotten our first position scales out of the way, now we get to go to the scales where you must play them in first position and half position. First position and half position. Which means what? We must shift, okay? Remember that concept that I told you earlier? It is first finger goes where second finger was, or second finger goes where fourth finger was. Okay? And we're going to continue to work our way up. We have some new scales, so let's explore them. Okay? These new scales, we'll start with E major. E major. Open. 1, 4, open. 1, 4, shift. 1, 2, 1, shift. Yes. 4, 1, open. 4, 1, and then open. Okay, so you saw the shift. 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 Okay? Now, let's go with E melodic minor. E melodic minor. Shift. Okay? A little different coming down the melodic minor scale. Okay? So now, let's go with F minor and all the forms of its minor. Okay? F natural minor. Shift. 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 Okay? That's the natural minor. Let's go with the harmonic minor. Shift. 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 Now, how about the melodic form of the minor? F melodic. Shift. 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 All right. What's next? G harmonic minor. G harmonic minor. Let's see what this sounds like. Shift. Shift. I love this sympathetic vibrations. Let's go with the melodic form of the minor. G melodic minor. Shift. Shift. Okay? Now we have some new scales. We have A flat major. A flat major. Very shifty. Shift. 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 Now we have all three of the minors of A flat minor. Let's explore them. A flat natural minor. Shift, 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 shift. Shift, 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 shift. A lot of shifting, a lot of shifting. Now, A flat minor harmonic form. Shift, shift, shift. And lastly, A flat melodic minor. A flat melodic minor. Shift, 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 shift. Now we have B flat, all three forms of the minor, B flat. Natural minor, B flat. Shift, 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 shift. That was natural minor. Next, the harmonic form of the minor. Shift, shift, shift. Shift, shift, shift. Now the next and last one for B flat minor will be its melodic form. B flat, melodic. Shift, shift. Shift, 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 shift. Okay? And lastly, B major. B major. Shift, 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 shift. And now B melodic minor. B melodic minor. Shift, shift. So that rounds out all of the scales that requires shifting between half position and first position. Okay? We learned a lot today. We did a little bit of review on some half position scales. We started some first position scales. Then we went on to scales that required both first and half position. We also learned that certain scales can be played in neighboring positions and sound the same. They can use the same strings, yet different fingerings. We can liken those scales to the English term homophone. We also learned that when we travel from one position to another position, especially going up from half position and beyond, the spaces between our fingers must decrease going towards the bridge, okay? Because if they don't, then we will suffer bad intonation. So thank you very much for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of future videos that are coming out. Again, I'm Dr. Bass. I hope you've gotten my gist. Class is now dismissed.